Recruiting the realm. Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th Austral era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together in a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet, while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of its formation have become the source of endless debate. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification draining away. Thus have I been campaigning for this creation of what might be considered a trial company. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manners of unrestricted operation according to the science. It is my hope that the successful utilization of such force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being primarily a military outfit, I mean to assure fears of its misuse and placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent. The Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what even we can achieve. With this new company under the Science command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. The goal of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing this precursor to be true, border-spawning grand company, it is yet necessary that I visit three leaders and gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on the journey and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I am otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. Thank you. It is reassuring indeed that the bringer of light and his discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. Our first destination will be Limsa Laminsa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark's Hall. So we'll be scouting people in the three nations, I guess. I thought this quest would be smaller because there is no cutscene and stuff, but it's probably going to be pretty long. Ah, there you are. I am ready to ascend the bridge and speak to Admiral Bluefish. While the Admiral and I are finalizing promissory boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have of course endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for the potential members, it is of no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when their situation demands it. And you needn't range into the countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you are satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter that we might prepare for the next leg of our journey. Alright. People on the upper decks. I think this is the lower decks, right? So I gotta go up. I can go up through here, right? I believe. Whatever, I can just take the Aetherite and go. And in the city, the FPS should be pretty shit. Like always. Let's go to the Marauders Guild first. See all my homies along. Rainer? Would Rainer come with us? I doubt. Master Alf knows the organization, yes. I've heard the formation of his trial company was in the offing. It is with regret, however, that I must decline your invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Limsa Lominsa must needs receive my full attention. Yeah, it makes sense. That was a stupid person to go to. Oh, I think that pirate leader, yeah, he also shouldn't come with us, I think. An organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity. I must say your proposal intrigues me, but the Kraken well know that there is a time to act and a time to watch. And I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category. Yeah, I would guess that much too. Let's see. There are more guys in the aft castle range. Let's go first to this motherfucker that is quite far away from everything here. I never really took the time to pay attention to the banners and stuff, the designs of a lot of stuff here. This is the Eorzean language, I think, that I don't understand. I wonder why this is all in like seemingly a lower resolution. Like there's a bunch of things that seems to be pretty low res. Oh, this guy is from my guild is doing the same quest as I am. Alright. Well, if it ain't real say, I do not forget an adventure brave enough or deft enough to seek the shortcut in the Titan's bedchamber. You're a member of Riot, don't you? Formerly the champion of the company of heroes. There are whistles at Bronze Lake. Aye, it ain't often I drag me arse out of Linsa for a drink, but I might be glad I did. How fare these days? You're looking to put together a new crew. Top tier work? Ha, sounds like a right lark, does? Alright lad, count me in. The heroes may have gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into my grave just yet. Yeah, Lark's Riot. Let's see. That person is stopped for a while. Shangoshi waves intricate weave of the seat. Rush or anything? Yeah, I guess that person didn't say anything to me. Alright. Just to make sure, you know. This quest will take some time to walk and stuff. Not much I can do about it. I mean, it's less walking than classic WoW at least. That I can say for sure. We have a Discord chat. Discord chat on our server that was World of Walkers. Oh, you come on, you want me to invite Hazanza? That's not happening. A precursor of to a knight yours in Grand Company. While I do admire the scope you've envisioned, my responsibilities here at Nautic and Vilmens keep me close to the forge. I have not the time to traipse pissing hither and yawn across the realm. Should you require my skill as an armorer, however, I might be willing to accept some special commissions. Yeah, this was the most, like... What is it with those invites, man? You wish to invite, like, people in position of powers and responsibilities to join a crew they don't know. Like, what are those suggestions? What is the Warrior of Light thinking? The Warrior of Light might be actually this person. No. Who in the bloody else do you think you're talking to, a drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodding knight in shining plate. If you're looking for a self-righteous swap, try knocking on that dandy Scarvelane's door. That was a waste of time. We gotta go to the airship now. God damn it! Why the airship? I have the Haterites registered. I don't need to go to the airship. I think I have to go through here actually. Through the Bismarck. And this guy looks cool. Well, Alfie, let's go. We'll say your recruiting went well, I trust. I'm curious to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Limsa. Ah, a member of the legendary company of heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit with the Elder Seer proceeds as smoothly. Pray continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival at Nopiko's altar. Yo. My audience with the Elder Seer is due to commence momentarily. I would be grateful if you would once more seek the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you deem the well of potential candidates has run dry, let us red devils at the airship ticket counter as before. At least this time, I don't have to go through an lift to go there, which is good. What do we have here? Laurentius Aurentino? What are you doing here? Oh gods, can it truly be you? By whack, think of fortune must be the first face I see upon my release be yours. Huh? Could it be that you don't remember me? It is I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed. Oh, you are the guy this guy was dealing with the Guardians. Whenever we were at that bar with that guy in Gridania. I remember him. I was a whaler and a regular patron of Buscarons. Ah, yeah, that's right, Buscarons. Yes, now I remember. Well, of course you do. I was beginning to wonder if Gale had changed me more than I realized. Not that I have any particular wish to be recognized after my shameful conduct. The less said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What means brings you to this part of Britannia? Recruiting, eh? And what is your policy on reformed convicts? As matter stands, the Wood Whalers will have not more to do with me. This may be just a second chance I was looking for. Revenant Stall, you say? I shall leave at once. You shall not regret this, I promise you. I am a changed man. Sure. I'm not so sure about this. I mean, he's weak of mind, at least, to say the least, you know? But I believe in second chances. Sometimes. This guy was... I guess he wasn't killing anyone or doing really bad stuff. He was just doing bad stuff. Regular bad stuff. There's not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise. But its duties appears last and focused. I must refuse her invitation until such time as your organization is more organized. Yeah, this is the bitch I remember being a bitch. I had some side quests to do with this bitch, and she was always a bitch to me. And I'm very glad that she didn't accept that, didn't want to invite her at all. I don't want that bitch being a bitch on our bitch guild. I mean, not bitch guild, but... Oh my god, not this guy. What the hell he do? Stay there and voyeuring while... You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions. I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young master, but I cannot accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady was wrought upon this land. You're gonna sit on a bench for the rest of your life, man? Don't you think that putting your body to use to some good cause would be a better way to repent for your sins? But if you want to stay on a bench in the rain, okay. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest ere your torment back gives you up on your for good. I'm terribly sorry. You're just... Oh, Ryusei, isn't it? It has been some time since our paths crossed outside of Copperwell Mines. Why, you barely more than a novice adventurer then, but look how far you've become. Mother Mion tells me 'twas you who felled the fearsome Black Wolf. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of a new order. Well, your cause is undoubtedly just, and my old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. This is the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company just as soon as I've seen Isildur safely home. I'm just curious. My back is perfectly fine, I tell you. You have to tie me to a bed if you think to prevent me from... well, mayhaps I will just rest for just a short while. I think this is the girl that lost her husband, wasn't it? I'm not quite sure, but I don't really remember. Copperbarrel Mines is in Tanalan. I don't know what she was doing there. It's in Talon, isn't it? Or is it here? In Gridania? No, it is in Talon because Copperbarrel Mines is the place where those giants just were. And they were mad because people had trapped them underground because they were exploring too much ore there. So it is weird. Copperbarrel Mines? I don't remember her. I really don't. If she's not the girl that lost her husband and we saw people blaming her for it, I don't know who she is. What news, Rusey? For my part, Elder Seer was most amenable to our requirements. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer, our company will not lack of variety, that is much certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Uldal's Willis the Iron Ice Hot? Let us meet the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey will draw to a close. It's been 18 minutes. I think this episode of today should end around 25 minutes or so. Uldal, the Gilded City, where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg proves as useful as their previous two. Might I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us approaching from her personal guard. Let us meet back here at the promenade when our respective tasks complete. Good hunting, Rusey. Alright, I shall go. That person again, Hallelujah. She has a nice design character. I like her character. Alright, we must find some new recruits. They're all in this area around here, so it should be easy enough. There's a lot of Aetherites for us to move around, unlike Lominsa. So... Wilred? What, you're the man who came to Little Alamigo looking for that masked devil? Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more of my friends besides. You were such fools. Anyway, that disaster really got me into thinking about our homeland and about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make of myself a more worldly man. So here I am. A new company of champions, and you say it will take me to all corners of the realm. That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need. And don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Alamigo. I've prepared myself to fight the evil I now know is out there. Yeah, I kinda remember him, but he was kind of forgettable because he was very annoying. And I don't usually remember people that are just annoying and weak, so I kinda remember him. After he described the situation, I remember better. Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me perchance? I am Althern of the Church of St. Adamalandama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. And I must also... Oh yeah, she was the girl that was... that people thought... Not people, but that... Yeah, I guess people. That guy was doubtful about her being a trader or a galleon or something like that. No. We thought that she was... She would have been... What was that? What is the word for that? She was... abducting people. That was it. They thought that she was abducting people. And I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on dry bones last fortunate. A most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion Tancred, wasn't it? Oh, 'tis new company you seek. 'Tis a new companions you seek. Your postponed organization sounds a powerful force for good, but my place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in your undertaking. Yeah, she is an adventurer to start things with. In this world, priests are not really a class or a job for adventuring. They are just a design job. So, oh, not this person. I'm sorry, you wish to recruit me? Is this some sort of new-fashioned manner of proposing a lady? Well, I'm afraid you are wasting your time. This lady is already spoken for. Good day to you, sir. That was so stupid for me to do. Like, what are you thinking? What is wrong with you? I'm talking to you right now as myself. Are you stupid, Ryusei? What the fuck's that? She can't fight. Oh, a merchant now. A company that looks to cure the ills of the Roman Empire. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the cold conundrums of a neighboring nation. I don't know if I can say the R word in YouTube. Oh, you, Landebird. Come on, man. Aye, you'd be surprised that rumors drift down to Pearl Lane. I know this glorious new company of yours and just how far I'd gone to avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the street say your organization is founded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for. What? Are we taking money from the syndicate? That ain't true. Is it, Alfie? That would be stupid. Well, we got one at least. At least one. How fare you, Ryusei? What hidden gems did the streets of Yuda offer up to your unrelenting gaze? One person. A single Alamigan youth. Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start. Even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled days following the calamity, talk of yours and salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge, nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people was born in no small part from victories you yourself have won. Thank you, Ryusei. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you have no doubt surmised, the Sultana also graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the documents signed and the finances secured. There is naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely upon outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumors of doubt surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust on success at time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for a united Eorzea. Yeah. Syndicate money. That surely won't come to a cheap price. If they are willing to put the money on it, it means that they can profit out of it. And if they can profit out of it, that can't be good news.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience. Since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not considering the many problems we face. Should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
Yep.
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them.
Yeah, bitches, we have our power. We have our power on the bargain.
As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the warrior of light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Telechi?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'dah law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing? Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
That is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of all our efforts is at hand. I must see to the preparations for inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Ryusei. I am certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. Oh, that was long. It actually took half an hour. Yep.